about how to build wealth from zero. And also I want to talk to you about the methods that I used in order to create multiple streams of income before I even became a coach. And I think it's really important to let you know where I've come from. So I started creating multiple streams of income in my young 20s, and that ranged from Amazon, eBay. I did a lot of drop shipping, and I also was very good at sales. And we had our own white goods shop as well. So I didn't just depend on the one income stream. I created multiple income streams within my business. How do you build wealth? How do you create wealth? And now that I'm working with women leaders that are, 4 million to 10 million, that really want to get to 50 million to 100 million. So they're able to build generational wealth, whereby they're looking at building a family office, their organization, where their legacy lives on for years and years and years. And, this isn't something that you build overnight. Sometimes it does get given to people, but I just want to talk to you about my journey and where I am right now. When I first started was that I was selling lots of different items on Amazon, on eBay. I was creating like £15,000 a week. Okay, so I just wanted you to be aware of where I've been and the work that I've put in. When I was doing eBay and Amazon, it was so exciting, seeing the sales coming through. I'll do a video on this in another video, showing you the sales that I had coming through, etc. Because my wealth didn't come from my coaching business. My coaching business is something that I do because I love, and I wanted to help people build a successful healthcare business that was willing to put the work in like I did, because it wasn't easy. For things that were very popular, that was in trend, for speakers, I was selling lots of things through Amazon and eBay, cartridges, computers, laptops. I was really doing extremely well at this. I even produced my own products, whereby it was the time of the Queen Jubilee many years ago, where where it was like, I can't remember what year it was actually, whereby I built these toothpicks, and I even got my children to help me with, and we put the British flags on, for cocktail sticks, and we sold them like 50 in a pack for €5. They sold really, really well, and we were selling them all around the world. Even when the iPhone first came out, and I would go to the iPhone stores with my family members, and you couldn't buy more than 5 iPhones at the time. So they were very clever. So we were traveling around getting these iPhones, and then I was selling them on eBay as well as Amazon. It was amazing. It was amazing. So I'm talking to you today about wealth building strategies which you can use, but also I'm really wanting to talk to you as well about building a family office. And that does take some time, and I will go into that training in another video, but I really wanted to talk to you about the basics. And then when you get to the higher level, when you're building a family office whereby you're making 50 million to 100 million, which is $1 billion, to build a legacy. And I'm all about generational wealth. Okay, so I then also went into recruitment agency, whereby I started a recruitment agency, and it doesn't take much money to build a recruitment agency, where I was providing healthcare workers, nurses. I was even doing labor personnel, providing to factories, things like that. Then I went into home care. That was amazing as well, because I created multiple 7 figures from healthcare. That's providing errors into the community where they was serving service users in their own homes, whereby you were registered with CQC. Then it was C-Sky. Before that, you were registered with the county council. They came and inspected you as well. So that's another starting point to building wealth. I'm helping you to build like stacks so that you create that wealth. Okay, it's about multiple streams of income, but you have to do one at a time and master that before you go on to the next thing. You can't try and do everything at once. And I think this is why it took me about 20 years really to get to that wealth building strategy that I'm able to show you today and talk to you about today. And then from the healthcare, I did the recruitment, I did the home care agency, I then did nursing agency where I was registered with the Care Quality Commission, which back then it was C-Sky, where I was providing nurses in the community, providing nurses to do medical. Then I did children's home, whereby I was providing a service where I got a house. I turned it into, it was a 6-7 bed house in the UK, and I turned it into a care home for children. Okay, this was registered for 5 children, but you can do it from 3 to 5 young persons, from 10 to 15. That was another thing. I also then did supported living, whereby I had no more than 5 people, adults living in the house as well. I also did care home for the elderly, it started with 3 residents. Okay, and then I then used my own house, which was opposite the care home, for example, and that then was turned into a care home. So from each care home, which had 3 service users in at a time, for example, I was getting about 156k. I'll be doing a breakdown of the wealth building strategy, but I'm not going to give it to you all in this video because I think it's important for you to understand that the stacking and building different things up and doing one thing at a time, and then you move on to the next, and then you just keep repeating and repeating. So the next thing I did from there was nursing agency, where I was providing nurses, healthcare assistants. I didn't need to be registered with the Air Quality Commission or C-Sky back then. That's what I did. So I just wanted to really touch. There was also the mother and baby unit, foster agency as well. And I did some speaking gigs as well. I did a training school where I was being paid as well to provide, to help train people to get their NVQs as well in care back then. I also was working at the various colleges as well, teaching health and social care, going out to all the care homes and the home care agencies, as well as the hospitals as well. And that provided quite a good income stream that was coming in for that, and I was working part-time for that as well, and that was really good as well. And the next thing I also wanted to talk about was that I then became a coach. I thought, hey, I know about healthcare. I've been doing healthcare for 20 years. I'm going to be a coach. Okay, so then from there I started coaching.